Okay, are we live? Checking everything out. Hopefully there's no drop frames. All right, it looks like there were a couple people waiting. Holy moly, nice. All right, looks like we have excellent connection. No drop frames. I had to turn off a couple of services before I start the live stream. And all right, let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the server room. You saw the title, you're here. You're crazy if you're here, but thank you for being here. Today is all about getting the LDAP server information from your domain using PowerShell. I mean, there's other ways to get LDAP super easy, but I'm a nerdy type of person, and I'm complicated. And I've been learning a lot of PowerShell, so I've been trying to use PowerShell as much as possible. For those that do not know what LDAP stands for, it stands for Lightweight Directory Access Protocol. So what is it? Rather than me explaining it to you, let's go to picture to picture. Boom. So Microsoft's definition of LDAP is a directory service protocol that runs on a layer above the TCP/IP stack. It provides a mechanism used to connect to, search, and modify internet directories. The service is based on a client-server model. This function of LDAP is to enable access to an existing directory. LDAP is similar to that of the X.500 OSI directory service, but with lower resource requirements. Blah, 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 blah. All right. So that's the definition of it. Typically, when I start a new job, this is one of the things that I like to grab information. When you start a new job as a system administrator, the first thing that you're doing is doing a lot of recon. You're pulling server information. You're pulling information like IP address, server version, where are the domains located, what type of services. LDAP is one of those things that you are pulling as well, so you could grab all this information and create this documentation. This would be your Bible to move forward into your job. All right, so this is how you would do it. Today, I'm actually signed into my BTNHD lab with both of my NAS servers, my backup NAS server, and my virtual machine. So my environment is super different today. And the reason why I have this up and running is because I need to do a lot of stuff. Like I need to upgrade my SCCM server, my database server, and a couple of other servers that I need to update today. So this is the reason why the environment looks way different. I think I'm able to zoom in and zoom out. If not, let me see if I have Zoom It installed real quick. Let me go here. And I do not have Zoom It installed. All right. I guess you guys are able to see. If not, just let me know. Someone said, please change the mic. What mic? What's going on with the mic? Gotta let me know other than change the mic. Gotta give me more information. What's going on with the mic? Are you getting echo? Is it distortion? I'm not a rich YouTuber to purchase a fancy mic, So I'm on my domain controller for today. I'm going to click on Start. I'm going to right click on the Windows PowerShell ISE. I'm going to go to More, and I'm going to run everything as an administrator, and we're going to start. All right. So first command that I'm going to do is we need to import a module that will be the Active Directory, and I'm going to run it. Awesome. Hit enter a couple of times. And from here, I am going to declare a variable, double quotation, and here, again, the variable is called domain, so I'm going to enter my domain inside that double quotation. hit enter a couple times. Now I'm going to do a catch, a try and a catch. So it's going to try a couple of commands. If it doesn't work, it's going to catch and produce an error. So we're going to do try, wiggly brackets, hit enter, close the wiggly brackets, hit enter again. We're going to do a catch, wiggly, and hit enter, and then another wiggly to close it. Wiggly brackets, that's how I call it. Okay, inside the track, inside the try, not trap, try, I'm going to do a tab. Let me check something out. You can't hear very well. Well, I'm checking my decibels on my mic and it's hitting -20 to -15. So I can either talk louder or I'm talking too low. Or you probably need to raise the volume. But my mic levels right now are hitting between -20 to -15, which is not bleeding out. They're not peaking to red. So hopefully that's okay. All right, so let's get back into this. All right, so on line 6, I'm going to do a write host. And we're going to get super fancy. I'm going to try to pull information to produce the output. Rather than doing a write host, we're going to declare another variable, and that is going to be LDAP Server. LDAP Server variable is going to equal to get AD domain controller. That is what we want. We are going to do a parameter of discover. We're going to do another parameter of domain name, and domain name is actually going to be number 3, which is our variable of domain. Now you are able to run only this command that I'm highlighting right now. You're able to just run this and you got your information, but I like to have everything output in a certain way. So we're going to hit enter. We're going to do a write host, double quotations. Inside that double quotations, I'm going to add text. Let's do LDAP server found with a colon. That's the first text. We're going to do another write host, double quotation, then the information that we want. Now, first one is going to be the server name. What is the server name? And we're going to do a $, open, close the quotation, open and close quotations. Inside here, we're going to call the variable that we just created on line 7. So that would be LDAP server, period. Once you hit period, you're actually telling it what property you want to, output. So the property that we want would be name. Okay. I'm going to hit enter again. Oops. Go to the end, hit enter. We're going to do another write host, open and close. Inside here, we're going to do the server host name, colon. We're going to do a $, open and close quotation. Inside the open and close quotation, again, we're going to call our variable LDAP server. We're going to hit a period, and we're going to grab the information call, or the property called host name. Let's go to the end, hit enter. We're going to do another write host, open and close quotation. Inside here, we're going to do server IP, colon, $, open and close, and inside the parentheses, again, we're going to call our LDAP server variable, and the property that we want to grab to output would be IPv4 address. Awesome. And the last thing that we want to grab, it's really up to you what you want to output, but these are the things that I like to output, open and close quotation, and the last one would be server site, And again, $, open and close quotation. Inside the quotations, we're going to call our LDAP server, period. And this one would be site. Great. Now, let's say something happens within this line, this try right here. If something happens, most likely there's an error. You want to catch that error because that error is what you're going to go back in and then troubleshoot. Okay, so within the catch, we're going to hit a tab and we're going to do the following. So we're going to do write host, open and close quotation. Inside the quotations, we're going to do error locating LDAP server colon. We're going to do $ and underscore. $_ will actually give you the error that is produced behind the scenes. And then from there, you're able to troubleshoot what the problem is. So we already did line 1. Line 3, I'm going to run this. This is going to hold btnhd.edu inside the variable called domain. And if we run all this, line 5 to line 15, and we run it, boom. It gives us the information that we want. Server name, bj-mdt. I know mdt. This server, my domain controller is called bj-mdt, not best practice, but this machine, I've been using this machine for so long. It's been my everything, my go-to. And I migrated my MDT long time ago. I migrated it into SCCM. So server host name, the IP address, server site, default first site name. I've seen a lot of companies actually change the site name to the company's name. I would like to know what you guys actually do within your 9-to-5. I've dealt with companies that definitely change the site name to be the company name. Some other offices would just leave it as the default. That's out of the box. That's what Microsoft gives you when you're setting everything up. But a lot of companies will actually change it. Now, again, this is a nerdy, weird way to get this information, and you're probably saying to yourself, but there's easier way to do this. Yes, there is an easier way to do this. So let me clear this out. And this line right here, this what I'm highlighting right now, I could just run this. It's going to give me what I want. You're done. Walk away and you got your LDAP information, and that's it. But I like to clean it up. And this right here, you know, the LDAP server .name, I'm actually getting it from here. So if I wanted to, right, let's say I wanted to grab the forest information within the try. So I do another write host, open and close quotation, server. I mean, you could add anything that you want here, forest, site, server forest, colon. Again, do a $, open and close quotations. Inside the quotations, inside the colon, inside the parentheses. Well, I don't know. I'm going crazy today. Inside the parentheses, I think I was saying quotations before. I'm really losing it today. Right? So inside the parentheses, I think I was saying quotations. I really feel like I was saying quotations. I'm losing it today. But yeah, inside the parentheses, if you want to grab the forest, you would do is call out the variable of $LDAP, period, and the property. Now, when PowerShell starts behaving and it wants to actually help you out, it will give you a tooltip of all the properties that you need. So before I didn't do this, but now it is doing it. These are all the properties that I'm actually able to grab, which is pretty cool because look at that. It gives you the site, remove properties, property names, property count, name, modify properties, IPv6. We want the forest one, so we're going to hit tab. Now, I'm going to clear this out. We're going to run all this. And if I run it, now see, nice and fancy. But again, you are just able just to type in this little guy right here. Just type it, run it, and you're done. and then you're good to go. I mean, today's live stream is super simple, super easy today. I'm not going to make a long one. The reason why is because I'm working with other things for the upcoming live streams that are going to be more advanced stuff. Today is pretty easy. It's raining outside right now, so episode 62, I'm going to end it here. It's a really simple PowerShell script. Hopefully you guys enjoy this episode, and I'll catch you guys next weekend. Next weekend, we're going to do a little bit more. I'm actually building out a new lab for myself, and I typically use VMware as my go-to hypervisor, but I've been playing around with Proxmox a lot, so that is what I'm getting into. So hopefully on the next live stream, I'm gonna show you guys the new server that I'm using and installing Proxmox. I think they're at 8.2 or 8.1 right now. Installing that and then showing you guys everything like the router, the DNS, doing all that stuff step by step, building up a lab. Hopefully you guys enjoy this episode, and I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. All right, so how you end this?